If you're currently in the tech industry and you're hitting a ceiling in tech where you're not getting the pay, compensation that you want, the benefits, the reputation, or the roles in general that you're looking for, whatever the fuck it may be, and you're hitting a ceiling, I'm going to be breaking down to you in this video as a six-figure ex-Apple engineer, why you're hitting that ceiling and how to get past it. So for your ideal role, if you're looking for anything like compensation, work-life benefits, like for example, better work-life balance or remote work so you can spend more time with your loved ones and family members, or having reputation from industry standard companies, some of the top of the industry, or for the roles that you're looking for as well, whatever it may be, and you're being overlooked and underpaid in the tech job market, I'm going to be breaking this down for you, as I've done this all before and I've been in the exact same situation to you as well. Now, the ceiling that you're hitting right now, a lot of people in the industry, they do hit, right? And only really few get past it. And the reason for that is because it's a ceiling for a reason, right? And most people do not break through the ceiling. They typically just settle for less, right? If they get told that they can't have something, they'll just go, oh, okay, that's fine. And I'll just stay in my current position for the next 4 years straight and just hopefully, hoping one day that the company will just give me what I want, which in reality, companies will not simply do that, because to be able to do that, it typically costs the company more money, right? If you're on 60K a year in your tech role right now and you want 65K, it's going to cost the company 5K extra per year to give to you. And companies simply do not want to do that. So they actually put this artificial ceiling in place where you can't actually get the roles that you're looking for, the compensation that you're looking for, and only few actually get past it. And well, why is the reason for this? Well, it's because it isn't about you as a candidate. It's not about you doing projects. It's not about you doing constant technical learning that you cram. It's not about how much you apply. It's not about taking the keywords from a job description and then putting them into your CV, or using ChatGPT to write your CV or anything similar, because those things aren't actually what gets you hired or landing the ideal roles that you're looking for. It's actually because you're not demonstrating the value that you can provide correctly, or the perceived value that you could provide if they ever were to hire you or give you the ideal role that you're looking for, right? Ideal compensation, whatever it may be. So what we'll do is we'll actually break down a case study here, okay? So we've got, on the left-hand side, we've got candidate one, and on the right-hand side, we've got another candidate as well. Doing the same situation, but they're doing two completely separate, different things. Now, candidate one is focusing on basic projects, applying 200 times a week, getting rejected from promotions, rejected for the ideal roles, not hearing back from companies, and then developing their technical skill set. And the thing is though, with your technical skill set, it's an iterative thing. It's essentially recursive at this point, where basically you can just continuously do that for the rest of your life. It doesn't mean you're going to land roles any quicker. Now, candidate one will not actually land their dream ideal tech roles from this, right? And I've been at the top of the industry for a while. I've had hundreds of conversations with candidates who are very much like candidate one, and they're doing all of these things and they're never hearing back, okay? And they come back to me 6 months later, and then they join the program because they know that what they were focusing on previously, it simply was not working. Now, on the right-hand side, we've got candidate two. So this is someone who is doing purposeful applying, who has the correct perception and marketing, and is generating demand on point for them as a candidate for the ideal roles that they're looking for in tech. Alongside also having proven systems and infrastructure to support their applications to make sure that they are getting interviews and offers back from that as well. And they are genuinely showing value, right? And showing value, there's two key parts to it. Part one is going to be showing previous value that you've done. And then part two is going to be showcasing perceived value for the future if they were to hire you as well. Now, candidate two, in almost all cases, will land their dream ideal tech role. And typically it's in the space of a few months because they're focusing on all of the right things. Everything is in order. Everything is in alignment. And they're not focusing on all of the things that candidate one is doing. Now, this is genuinely the difference which is actually causing you to hit this ceiling. You're being seen as candidate one opposed to candidate two. Now, if you focus on what everyone else focuses on, which is typically what candidate one does, you will have no edge against the competition. You won't be able to market yourself correctly. You'll be seen as every other candidate in the candidate pool who also applied for that particular role. And you're going to be getting average results. And what is the average result nowadays? Well, you see it. It's oversaturated and it's highly competitive. So therefore it's rejections and ghostings. Are you okay with having average results of being rejected and ghosting? Or do you want to focus on what the top 1% of engineers do to ultimately land exceptional results and break past that ceiling? Well, you want to focus on what actually gets you hired for the ideal roles that you're looking for, or gets you that progression that you're wanting. not what you're told to focus on by others who aren't in your ideal position. Now, you want to showcase the value because value is so important. Without any value being portrayed, no companies are going to want to hire you because they're not going to want to take a chance, which is essentially a risk to them and the company, to hire someone when they don't even know if they can provide value or not. So you need to showcase value. You need to demonstrate significance of you as a candidate, what you've done in the past, what you have to offer as value moving forward into the future as well. And doing so will actually wipe out the competition for those who simply beg. I hear time and time again of people who, they're in tech, but, they've been applying for 6 months and they've been getting rejections and ghostings and they're not being hearing back from companies. And they're essentially just kind of begging to the companies. They're like, I don't know what to do. I've done like 200 applications. I've only gotten 4 interviews. You're one of them. And I just really need a company to take a chance on me. That's basically begging for a role. And companies do not operate on that same plane. Okay, because let's face it, right? If you owned a company and someone came to you begging for a role like how you do currently with them, or potentially how you do that with them, do you think that you would hire them? No, because you're there to hire someone for value and perceived value based on what they've done in the past. And if they're not showcasing that and they're just begging, then why would they hire you in the first place? So that's something to be very critical of. You want to make sure that you are actually showcasing value, and that can be anything, right? That could be what you've done from companies previously in the past, what you're currently doing in your current tech role, your side projects, whatever it may be. You need to showcase value, because without showcasing that value, you're never going to hear back from the companies, because the companies, they operate on their own self-interest, where they sit back and go, what can this candidate do for us? Okay. And if they can't actually answer that question very clearly and quickly and easily, then you're simply going to get that rejection email. Now, you showcase value in a very particular way as well. So you have to showcase value, but also in a very specific area to inspire confidence in the companies to know that you genuinely are the best choice. So let's actually break down how this is done. This is done through messaging. So the way that you speak, whether that's written or verbal, things like interviews or in your application forms, alongside also having the right perception and aura, essentially the right marketing here, showcasing previous value and forecasting future value there as well. So let's actually take Ryan here as an example. Ryan was hitting a compensation ceiling where he wasn't getting the pay that he wanted to. Ryan came to me as a full stack engineer and he wanted to break past this compensation ceiling, but he didn't know how to receive the offers that he wanted for the pay that he knew that he wanted as well. We ended up working together for 2 months. So it was like not even like the full program. Within 2 months, we managed to get him a £12,000 pay increase from 52k to 64k as well. And he was actually delighted to show me this news, and he was very happy with the result, which was absolutely fantastic as one of my clients. Now, if you want some help, just like Ryan, to break past this ceiling, whatever it may be, whether it's compensation, not hearing back for your dream companies or for your dream roles, work-life balance, or anything otherwise, and you want some more help in terms of the detailed specifics on how to actually obtain it and how to actually implement the value, implement the marketing, have those proven systems and infrastructure, then I'll pop a link in the top of the description where you can book in a call with me, where we can go over your current situation and how I can help you further. And then I can actually help you do that. So yeah, get that booked in, and I'll see you in the next video.